Get out of the vehicle, now!
Yeah, just give me a sec. Oh, hey. Well, since it's the morning, officer.
Alright, mate. You're going to jail.
That's right, today we'll be solving the age-old scientific mystery. Do beers make you better at driving F1 cars? Now, unfortunately, my Formula 1 car is at the shop today, which is why I'll be using my state-of-the-art simulator in F1 25.
You got the pedals down here? Don't mind the dogs. They don't bite.
Those bad boys might not, but our new F1 star Dingleberry might. This sexy hunk of a South African is the perfect character to help us undertake this crucial experiment, as Dingleberry has a vast amount of experience, with 7 previous DUIs and 1 active arrest warrant for vehicular manslaughter. But good luck catching him, he's already fled the country, and he's gearing up for test number 1 of our experiment in Australia. In order to establish whether drinking beer does indeed increase your speed in F1 25, we need to establish a sober lap time. This lap will then act as a baseline for us to compare future, less sober laps to. And by crossing the finish line, we have our benchmark time of 1 minute 29.236. I'd like to take this opportunity to deny any allegations of drinking during the sober lap. Regardless, I believe this is a very beatable time, and that's not just because I spat out on the final corner. Even so, I feel this is a completely fair and academically honest lap time to base our experiment off. So now it's time to get drinking. First beer is being consumed, and this is just in time for the qualifying here in Australia, and I believe that's gonna fix that last little part of that lap. And this wouldn't be the first time beers have fixed one of my problems. Like when my doctor told me I was developing an alcohol addiction. So I just cracked open a cold one and all of a sudden I wasn't craving alcohol anymore. However, we might need more than just one beer to solve the issue of Max Verstappen boosting out ahead early in the lap. But you cannot get rid of Dingleberry that easy. Dingleberry is on Verstappen's ass. Can he shake him? Or will Dingleberry come back? Oh shit, oh no, oh, I'm all over the place. Ah! Damn. Okay, we have finished a respectable 5th place. Even more respectable is the 8 seconds that we have shaved off our lap time as a result of drinking a beer. This has made Dingleberry very excited, because our true experiment is only just beginning. While the data clearly suggests that 1 beer does indeed make me faster over 1 lap, what if I did more laps, against more drivers, and drank more beers? My hypothesis, the more beers I consume, the faster I shall hoon. Let's begin. Let's go! After using my ult, I felt a giant surge of power in the cockpit, and immediately I start beating off the dude to my right and take 4th place. Now I turn my attention to Lewis Hamilton, who was playing hard to get, but ultimately my beer-propelled Alpine proved too much for the 7-time world champ as I shoot up his inside and into 3rd place. Gaining 2 positions in 1 lap isn't too bad, but clearly there is room for improvement, and thus room for more beer in my stomach, which is precisely what we needed to get by Yuki Tsunoda to take 2nd place, and the fastest lap of the race so far. Fastest lap of the race! I told you boys! Let's go faster! But with great speed comes great responsibility, or whatever they say in San Francisco. Oh, look at my phone! Oh, usually that's fine when I look at my phone and drink while I'm driving. Shit! Alright, chat, you can't distract me like that. That's your fault. In addition to chat being extremely irresponsible, my first beer is now empty, leaving me completely exposed to overtakes at standard Alpine speeds, allowing both Yuki Tsunoda and Lando Norris to pass me. I think we can conclude that this was due to the absence of beer in my hand, and nothing to do with the questionable racing line from seconds before. I need more beer! And the only way to get one was to reach for my beers that I'd conveniently left just out of reach on the floor next to me, while simultaneously driving with 1 hand on the steering wheel and 1 toe on the gas. Or I probably could have just paused the game, but I didn't think of that. Good, I only lost 2.3 seconds getting that beer. Although I may have lost a bit more bashing into this wall, mowing this lawn, and letting both Ferraris fly past. But honestly, this is just typical Alpine not meeting Dingleberry's durability requirements. So we were forced into an early pit stop, where I was finally able to open my beer and consume the speed potion, before I was unleashed back onto the track, firmly in 20th and last place in the race. I wasn't too worried about this, as we were the first car to pit, and my 2nd beer is giving me a 2nd win, as well as a much needed speed boost to get back into this race. And I might not be able to slow that speed, that's another concern, but it's better to have the speed and not know how to use it than not have this 3-second penalty for what, mate? This is not good. 3 seconds is a very long time, and it's the same in motorsport, because it means that for every car that I overtake here, I must get an additional 3 seconds further ahead of them just to keep that position. But that did not knock me. I'm really locked in here. I'm not making any more mistakes for the rest of this. I've just spilled my fucking beer on my on my PC. This was actually another highly intelligent play by me, because I wanted to run a simultaneous experiment to see whether, like me, feeding my keyboard beer could also increase its performance. I think we can conclude by this 18th place finish in the Grand Prix that alcohol might not make my PC run better. Even though we've lost a total of 13 positions during the race, we cannot say for certain this was caused by the beers I was consuming. The only fair and academically honest way to conduct this experiment is to increase the sample size and calculate the mean results from our distribution. Or to put it simply, we must drink more beers. So we're off to China to begin practicing. Luckily for us, the Chinese Grand Prix weekend also has a practice race, so I decided this was the perfect opportunity to roleplay a kamikaze pilot giving his life for the Emperor. Only the Emperor in this case is the Chinese Communist Party, and for my heroic efforts in the sprint race, they have bestowed upon me one singular social credit, which I swiftly redeemed for another beer, in order to officially begin our second test. At this point, I've consumed approximately 4 beers in just over an hour, and according to my hypothesis, my speed shall be increasing exponentially. To prove this, all we need to do is beat our 18th place from the last Grand Prix. Check that shit out. Ain't a thing, dude, ain't a thing! Get shit on! Quite the dominant qualifying, if you ask me, but coming 17th in the race won't exactly prove my theory, because I've consumed twice as much beer since Australia, which should mean that I should go twice as fast. Therefore, I must finish 9th place or higher if I want to keep this experiment alive, and I have no plans of letting it die in front of my new friends in the Chinese Communist Party. Oh, send it! Oh my god, I went deep there. Just like I did on your mother, and just like I'm about to do to Charles Leclerc for 5th place! Yes! Oh my god, boys, you cannot say that the beers are not assisting me right now. It's an alternate line. It's an alternate line, but we've got a f***ing terrorist on our inside! Jesus Christ! Oh my god! Oh my god, how have you allowed that? FIA, investigate him! Investigate his family! Simply because the FIA have let Oscar Ben Piastri's terrorist act slip doesn't mean we have to. Fortunately, the beers have gifted me the ability to manipulate time and avoid dropping past 9th place. However, this superpower is not confined to simply controlling time. Last night, I actually used it to manipulate your mum into the 64 positions of the Kama Sutra. Henceforth, I shall be known as Papa, but I don't just clap cheeks off the track. Out of my way! Out of my way! Out of my way! Yes! What a weekend! What a goddamn weekend for Dingleberry! 7th place in the Grand Prix, 8th place in the sprint weekend. That's a grand total of 7 social credits. I will use these to invest in ethically sound Chinese businesses like Temu. But why stop there when we can push the limits of science to test if we can go even faster in Japan? It is a little bit wet around this track, but Dingleberry is used to your mother. That's the move he usually does on your mother. Yet today, it's the move he used to propel himself over the finish line and put himself in 12th place on the starting grid for the race.
But who will be tasting glory today at the checkered flag?
Oh, I'll be tasting glory, alright, mate.
And we can't wait for the Japanese Grand Prix.
Oh shit, I'm out. Just one more beer, boys. This cute little beer contains the equivalent of 4 standard beers. The last time I was packaging something this potent, I was in charge of Michael Jackson's painkillers. One downside to this whole experiment is that the driving often distracts you from drinking your beer, which might be beginning to impact my racing. Whoa! 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 That's a completely illegal overtake! Completely illegal!
Safety car, no overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up.
Sorry, I'm just trying to... So, what you're witnessing here is Pierre Gasly ruining F1 as we know it. Okay, I got out of it. Gasly's got a 10-second penalty! Gasly's got a 10-second penalty! Yes! We're gonna catch up to the safety car here, lads. What are you doing? It's a fucking safety car, you dipshit!
Are you okay? That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals.
The less said about those incidents, the better. Let's just get to the pit stop and mentally reset.
Oh shit, oh no! Pierre Gasly's going over a stop as well. We're double stacking. We are double stacking. That is horrible! No! What do you know? You can't serve the 10-second penalty now! Oh my f***ing god! You idiots! Alpine! Oh! I do not believe
Remember
it.
to adjust your ERS mode and your MFD if you need to.
Stupid ass race anyway. You can thank Alpine and Pierre Gasly for that bullshit. We're out of here. We'll see you in the next Grand Prix.
Now at this point it would be pretty easy to point your finger at the alcohol as the reason for that disaster class in Japan. However, I'm feeling pretty locked in for this next Grand Prix.
Bahrain. We are in Bahrain.
Just because we're in Bahrain doesn't mean that we have to be slowing down on the drinking, even though this is considered extremely haram in most Middle Eastern countries. But so was Pierre Gasly's driving in the last race, and I need to let him know.
Hey Pierre. Hey Pierre. Hey Pierre. 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 Pierre, over here. Pierre. Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here? Oh, that got his attention. Fuck you, Pierre. Fuck you.
I honestly don't think my drunkenness is showing through at all, which is what I said at the party I went to last week. It was a pretty lame one, honestly. No one could really hold a conversation, and they all just wanted to play these stupid games instead. So when no one was looking, I slipped in a healthy chunk of Jack Daniels into the punch, just to try and liven things up a touch. But then they all started dropping like flies. Absolutely nobody there could hold their liquor, so I told my little niece that's the last time I'm coming to her shitty birthday parties. Although I made for damn sure to show up in qualifying.
And he takes... Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. They clearly got the stopwatch mixed up with someone else. There's absolutely no way.
Well, there's only one way to rescue this Grand Prix, and that's with a little more beer.
I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
All we have to do, send it straight down the inside. We can get past Antonelli here. Beerman's gonna fucking do some wild shit. We're gonna pick our gap, pick our gap, pick our gap. There you go, there you go. There you go, what position's that? Tell me, baby. It's ninth. It's ninth. We can do better. Staying on Hamilton's tail, like Dinkleberry often does. He just hangs on, and you can't get rid of him. Hey! Two Ferraris in one corner! Oh, he's feeling pretty racy today. He's feeling pretty bloody racy today. Go on!
I don't think anyone, other than the scholars amongst you, would have predicted this Dingleberry Masterclass 9 beers deep here in Bahrain. However, the beers have given us enough speed to line up a revenge attack on Oscar Piastri.
You're gonna find yourself under threat from Dingleberry very, very shortly. Oh, right now, in fact. Right bloody now. Right now. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Take the RS, take the RS. Yes! What an overtake! This is what every moment in this career has led up to. Every single beer I've consumed has led to this moment right now, where Dingleberry is about to get his first podium of the season in an Alpine. And they're saying, free Dingleberry. Free Dingleberry, chat. Chat, free Dingleberry. If you don't put free Dingleberry in the chat right now, I'm banning you. Free Dingleberry! Free Dingleberry! Free Dingleberry! The most magnificent race in F1 history. Immaculate, they're all saying. No one's ever raced better than Dingleberry in his Alpine. Look at him go!
And as it comes down to the final lap of the race, I'll be damned if I'm gonna make history and not have a beer in my hand while I do it.
Go! Go, Dingleberry! Go! He's...
Okay,
You-
pick up rubber and bring it home.
You all saw him cheat there, didn't you?
So do beers actually make you go faster in F1 25? Yes, but only if you have a dingleberry. Now like and subscribe or I'll sell your personal information to my friends in the Chinese government.